great that we have a chance to talk to you about the updates on the Microsoft Graph Developer Portal that we have been working on specifically for build. This is the first iteration, but we will continue improving the content and what we have available for you in the developer portal. And Rabeb and I are here to representing the whole team, but this has been a teamwork in which we have been collaborating with the UX design team, the marketing team, a lot of teams within Microsoft, and we were able to launch the new look of this site last week for build. So we will show you why we did this, and we will walk you through this new site and then some of the new pages that we created. So why we did this? We wanted users to understand what is Graph and what they can do with it to show this in our developer portal to get developers up and running in less than 3 minutes. We wanted them to understand how to use Graph, how to try it, and use the code in just a couple of minutes. We also wanted to up-level the Microsoft Graph Data Connect and Microsoft Graph Connectors story. We thought that we were not showing the whole picture of what Microsoft Graph is. We were only showing the Microsoft Graph APIs and the story for that, but we were not telling you, we were not giving you resources and the content about Data Connect, Microsoft Graph Data Connect and the connectors. So we work on this as well, and we tried to put all this together now in the developer portal. So what's changed? As you can see, a new design. You can see that we improved the get started experience by promoting our tutorials, improving our quick starts, and just providing you with all the available resources that we have for you, and putting that together in the developer portal. We created new pages for the API, the Microsoft Graph Data Connect, and connectors. Rabeb will show you later these pages. We also updated our top Nav menu. And as I mentioned, this is our first iteration of the developer portal. Our goal is to keep creating more developer-friendly experiences for Microsoft Graph, not only here with the developer portal, but also in our documentation. So we will keep working as we have been doing. And yeah, we're here to show you what changed and to hear what your feedback. We really want to improve, and we want to hear what you think about this new version of the portal and how you think it can also be improved. So now Rabeb will show you, we'll walk you through the portal and the pages you can find there. So I'm going to stop sharing so Rabeb can share her screen.
Awesome, thanks, Luis. Let me share my screen. I'm literally going just to show you what Luis just talked about. So in theory, this should be the easiest, one of the easiest demos, she said. So we'll see. We'll see if that works. I think is that, yeah, I believe I'm sharing the right screen. So this is the new homepage. We basically aimed for clean, crisp design, removing a lot of the visual clutter to make sure that, again, you find what you need very quickly, and that we are highlighting the bigger story, the whole story of Microsoft Graph. The banner is still here on purpose because we want you to go and read the blog post about all the amazing things the team announced during build. So, and I am on the wrong page, excuse me. This is the homepage. So here on the homepage, again, very quickly, we wanted to tell the story. What is Microsoft Graph? So a quick link to the documentation where you can read in details what is Microsoft Graph, and you might be someone who prefers to, have hands-on, so you want to try, or maybe you read the documentation and then you want to try. Again, we are highlighting Graph Explorer, a link to Graph Explorer, which will allow you to try the APIs. And the biggest and main piece, really, we wanted to show the three big components of Microsoft Graph. So there is the Microsoft Graph API, but there is also Microsoft Graph connectors and the Microsoft Graph Data Connect. Both these, we didn't really highlight them before, so now they are there on the main page where you can go and read more about them. Another thing related to Microsoft Graph is most probably you want to know what's available. Can I use the Teams APIs maybe as part of the Microsoft Graph APIs? What other services and features are available there? So we also wanted to highlight that. News. Brian and Beta, we're going quickly through lots of news. There is always a lot of news and new things to share from Microsoft Graph, so that's also highlighted in here. So if I go and check those new pages Luis mentioned, so this is the Microsoft Graph API page. Again, here we tell the full story of what comes with the API. So there's the API reference, a quick link to the documentation. Here we have the quick start. There is a lot of work that went into this. Our teammate Jason worked on completely updating and revamping the tutorials and quick starts. The quick start page also have a new design. So here you can choose your preferred language, and I'm gonna be loyal and go with C#. I think I can try this so if I can try to get a client ID. Yes, I have no idea if this is my sandbox, and let me just very quickly approve that on my phone. Approve. And now I have my ID. Yes, so I have my client ID and I have an app. So now I can download this code sample and try it very quickly. And I think it took me less than 3 minutes. Still, I didn't try the code, but at least like we saved some time here. If I go back again, not here. So let me just type this. I love trying things like this because that's when you figure out the things that you really want to fix. Another thing here, again, we are highlighting the tools with the API. So we have a quick link to Graph Explorer, a quick link to the playground to try Microsoft Graph Toolkit, and then an overview of the SDKs and how you can download them and use them, code samples, and of course, how you can join the Microsoft 365 developer program. And we go into details of everything you can do. So how I can, it starts with how can I learn to do something? And then what tools are available for me? And then, I want to use an SDK, until all the way to how I did build my app. So how can I publish and certify my app? And then we are highlighting the learning paths. A lot of people may not know about these, but these are more in-depth scenario-based tutorials. So this is another great source to learn about the Microsoft Graph. And then again, if I go back here, showcase what we have with the connectors. So with the Microsoft Graph connectors, we are really focusing here to give you as much information as possible. So there is a lot of links to where to find the right information, what it is, and how to use it, how to get started, or how to build things. And then same thing with the Microsoft Graph Data Connect. Lots of information, lots of links to where you find the relevant documentation here related to the Microsoft Graph Data Connect, again, how you can join the developer program, etc. We also updated the Navbar here to make it a little bit more clearer and focused by areas. So this is different from the previous version where we are having almost categories of items under each nav item. And as Luis mentioned, this is only the first iteration. So this is what went out for build, but this is going to be a continuous work. We are still working on this. So please, if you have any feedback, because we want this to be the home where you land in the first time when you're using Microsoft Graph. So we want to make sure that you have the experience that you are expecting here. So please keep giving us feedback. And that is that when it comes to the updates with the portal.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Louis and Rabeb. I don't see any questions in the chat. People did say you guys tempted the demo gods by trying to do a quote-unquote simple demo, but I think it worked flawlessly. Really
it's always a good move. Yes. I haven't tried this, but let me actually try this in this live demo. So that's always a great move. So
yeah, appreciate you coming on. Love to hear all the updates out there. Please do, everyone, take a look at the different updates to the docs that are out there. Lots of great information. And again, we are continuing to improve these things. This is our first pass for the build release. We are looking to make additional improvements as we go forward.